Singular, plural, and possessive nouns. Nouns. Nouns are words that refer to people, places, and things. For example, tacos. Tacos are a thing. Italy. Italy is a place. Count Dracula. Count Dracula is a person-ish? A fictional character. Let's just call him a person. And dreams. Dreams are a thing, but unlike tacos, you can't touch dreams. But just because you can't touch them doesn't mean they're not a thing. They're what we call an abstract noun. An abstract noun is an idea or a quality. But nonetheless, they're still nouns. They're things. Singular noun. Singular noun refers to one person, place, or thing.
Oh no, I missed the bus again.
So the word bus refers to one single bus. Compare that to a plural noun, which is more than one person, place, or thing.
I don't like buses anyway.
The word buses refers to more than one bus. Pluralizing nouns. So the process of turning a singular noun, or one noun, into a plural noun is called pluralizing. And it's pretty straightforward usually. Usually we just add an S for most of the words in the English language. So like the word hat becomes the word hats. But sometimes we have to add an ES. And this would be if the word ends with an S, SS, SH, CH, X, or Z. And most words that end in O. So the word kiss, rather than adding a third S to it to pluralize it, we add an ES and it becomes kisses. Sometimes we remove the Y and add an IES. That would be if the word ends in a consonant and a Y. So look at the word baby. The word baby ends in the letter BY. B is a consonant and it's followed by a Y. So in this case, we drop the Y and we add an IES. So the word baby, to pluralize it, becomes babies. But there's more. Sometimes we leave the Y alone and we just add an S. And that would be if the word ends in a vowel followed by a Y. For example, boy or toy. The letter that comes before the Y is a vowel. So rather than dropping the Y and adding an IES, we just add an S, and boy becomes boys. Sometimes we have to remove an F or an FE and add a VES. So words like wolf, loaf, wife, they all follow this rule. We drop an F or an FE and we add a VES. So like the word knife, we drop the FE to pluralize it and add a VES. Knife becomes knives. And some words have different forms entirely. Words like mice, teeth, feet. These are words that have a singular form that is completely different from the plural form. So mouse, to pluralize it, becomes mice. Tooth, to pluralize it, becomes teeth. And foot, to pluralize it, becomes feet. So there's no real rule to help you with this. You just have to become familiar with the language and some of these irregular noun forms. Like the word child. To pluralize the word child, it doesn't become childs, it becomes children.
Who cares?
Whether you want them to or not, people are going to judge you in your life based on your ability to spell words correctly. And they might not be right in doing this. In fact, I don't think they are. But they're still going to do that. And you don't want them to judge you poorly. So it's important that you learn the rules so you can learn how to pluralize nouns and spell your words correctly. Also, it's in the Common Core.
CCSSELA Literacy Anchor Standard 2 states that students must demonstrate command of the conventions of standard English capitalization, punctuation, and spelling when writing.
And really what that means is a bunch of smart people think it's important that you know how to do this. Possessive nouns. Possessive nouns show possession or ownership.
Grandma's hat has a big flower on it.
Grandma's is considered a possessive noun, and it's showing that the hat belongs to Grandma.
We're going for a ride in Zerg's spaceship!
Zerg's is a possessive noun, and it's showing that the spaceship belongs to Zerg.
Did you complete today's assignment?
And today's is a possessive noun, so it doesn't have to be a person that owns or possesses something. In this case, the abstract noun today owns or possesses the assignment. It's today's assignment. So the apostrophe here, that little upside down comma that goes between the last letter of the word and the S, indicates possession. This is how we show that it's a possessive noun, that it belongs to someone. But apostrophes can do other things. Can you think of anything else that an apostrophe can do? You might also mention that it contracts words, that it turns two words into one. The words do not become don't by using the apostrophe to join them. So just because an apostrophe is used doesn't mean it's a possessive noun. You still have to look at how it's used to draw a real determination. So making possessive nouns follows its own set of rules, and usually it's just adding an apostrophe and an S. It's pretty simple in most cases. So the word Bob becomes the word Bob's. To indicate something belongs to Bob, we add an apostrophe and the letter S, and that shows it belongs to Bob. But with words that end in a Z sound, we just add an apostrophe. So for example, students. When the students possess something, we don't add another apostrophe S, we just add the apostrophe. And the reason for this is because if you added another S to the word, it would sound silly. We would say students is, and it would just be too many S's. So when it starts to sound a little excessive on the S sounds, maybe you should just use the apostrophe and check to see if the word is ending in a Z, like the word cars. The word cars does not take an additional S to become a possessive noun. We don't say cars is, we just say cars and we add the apostrophe to the end. And the word Flanders. We don't say Flanders is, as one of my favorite characters does. We just say Flanders, and the apostrophe is added to indicate possession. Here are some more examples of singular, plural, and possessive nouns.
We went to Super Jamie's headquarters.
Is Super Jamie's a singular, plural, or possessive noun? That's right, it's a possessive noun. I hope you were able to tell not only by the apostrophe, but that it's showing the headquarters belong to Super Jamie. Here's another example of singular, plural, and possessive nouns.
Captain Kevin can make tornadoes appear out of thin air.
What about Captain Kevin, tornadoes, and air? Are those singular, plural, or possessive nouns? Well, let's deal with them one at a time. Captain Kevin. Captain Kevin is a singular noun. What about the word tornadoes? That would be a plural noun, more than one tornado. And what about the word air? It's tricky, think about it. The word air is in fact a singular noun, and there can be the word airs, although it's not used very frequently. Here's another example of singular, plural, and possessive nouns.
Super Chris's power is to save the Earth.
How about Super Chris's and Earth? Are they singular, plural, or possessive nouns? Well, let's look at Super Chris's. Super Chris's is a... That's right, a possessive noun. What about the word Earth? Well, it's a singular noun, and I know you knew that. So in review, one person, place, or thing is a singular noun. Two or more is a plural noun. Usually we just add an S to pluralize, but sometimes we have to add an ES, or drop the Y and add an IES, or use a different word entirely, but let's go on. Possessive nouns show ownership. To create the possessive form of a noun, we add an apostrophe to it and an S if the word doesn't end in a Z sound.